All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking again about real music in real time for real people, just like you and just like me. Kind of a bombshell report here from blabbermouth.net. They were obviously listening to the Howard Stern show today. Special guest Wolfgang Van Halen was on, and I'm sure it was a riveting interview. Wolfie was on and revealed that his father, Eddie, had contemplated a kitchen sink tour that would have included bassist Michael Anthony, as well as vocal turns from both Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth. Wow. There was even talk about bringing back Gary Cherone, who sang with the band on one poorly received album, 1998's much maligned Van Halen 3. By the way, not entirely a bad record, just people were not ready for yet another singer. Gary can still sing, whereas I'm not sure about Dave. Sammy's fine, but I think Gary would have been brought in as a stopgap measure to help Dave when he was kind of doing his talking, yodeling routine. Unfortunately, Eddie's health setbacks, which included injuries sustained in a motorcycle accident, as well as a brain tumor diagnosis. Now, that's kind of, again, new information, talking about brain tumor, which is obviously a lot more serious than just throat cancer. Prevented the tour from ever taking place. If only things had been better, it would have been amazing, Wolfie said. Imagine being Wolfgang Van Halen and carrying this burden around with you and you can't talk about it. Man, no wonder he wanted to do this interview. Wolfgang also said that his father left a bleep ton of tapes, unreleased material that will take a very long time to go through and decide if there's anything there that could eventually see the light of day. He added that's not the priority right now. I can't put a timeline on it. There will be a time to go through it, not for the foreseeable future. It's almost as if the band should go in, and maybe there are some really good riffs, much like what they did with Malcolm Young's stuff on the new AC/DC record. Maybe they can make some songs out of that stuff. I'm sure if you put Sammy and Michael in there and even Dave, they could probably come up with some tunes. So, who knows? Or you just release it as is so people can hear more of the genius. Wolfgang said that some of his father's unreleased material might be ideas that probably aren't out there for a good reason, but added that he's sure there's some really good stuff in there. So, again, just super sad. I mean, that would have been the best way to wrap things up, and people were talking about it, but Eddie was in obviously no condition with a brain tumor, and that's just sad, sort of posthumous breaking news about Eddie Van Halen, who could be the best guitar player who's ever lived. Anyway, that's the story, and I'm sure we're going to be hearing more as far as the details. It's just sad how much he had to suffer. And it is even, I guess, another bad situation that he couldn't have had one more tour with everybody to kind of finish things off. He just wasn't physically up to doing that. So, again, that's my video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.